Okay, so this one is a project that is a lead. It's kind of like a lead intake from their website, from the client's website, from their Google Maps. The issue is if they have a single contact phone number, right? They have no way to give attribution to where the call is coming from. So if you notice 646-6488 and this other number 2266, they all go to the same place. But what I'm doing is taking these two numbers and any other campaigns that they have and assigning them attribution inside of Twilio, and then calling the Twilio API to screen these calls, because a lot of times they'll go to voicemail because the guy's busy or whatever. So what I did was build this very lightweight app, um, and it basically just queries the Twilio calls that are already recorded, and transcribes them and does all this other stuff. But the guy can come in here at this point, on a daily basis and listen to all these are all spammers, right? But there are some nuggets in here. So let me find the one that I just found like a few minutes ago. So they can come in here and open this up, and that he can listen to the call. And
Well, still, that's kind of like our forte is, custom work. So, what are some of the kind of project details, and what hospital are you guys working in?
so this guy has called in. He's talking to one of the guys on the phone. So at Noble Steel, they're actually having the conversation. The entire conversation is recorded. It's being transcribed, and then down here, if this is something he wants to keep, he can promote it to a HubSpot deal. So I'll do that now. So let's just say it sounds like it's a hospital facilities lead. And he's got I would call this a, what do we call this? Inquiry. Yeah, just call it an inquiry. And then the guy that was on the phone, I believe, is Randall. And then they can put a deal amount in here. So we'll just say, like, for the sake of just getting into the system, $50. And the expected close date on it's going to be like end of month. And then I can put some deal notes in here. Okay, so that's in there. And if this was spam, I could just delete the call and then create a deal in HubSpot. So this is the cool thing. So all this information is now in here. If I create the deal in HubSpot, it's actually calling out to the HubSpot API at this point and taking all that stuff. And then the deal's created, the call recording's been uploaded to HubSpot, and then the note is also created. So if I switch over to HubSpot, we should see a new lead come in, a new deal come in called hospital facilities. So I'll go over to HubSpot, and there it is. So it just popped in, and now I can go in here, and you can see the note that I left, but also it's grabbing the caller information. So this guy's already recorded, and they've put a contact in here also. So it's kind of like just kind of like shortcutted the person from having to do a bunch of data entry. And then the call summary is now in HubSpot, as well as a full transcription. And I got some stuff down here for debugging. But this is like, they can take this now and actually make this an actionable thing without having to do much in terms of data entry. So that's that piece. This particular version of the screener, the UI, was built on a pretty lightweight framework, and I don't like it anymore. It's like, it wasn't built to scale at all, so it's kind of chugging. There's actually hundreds of calls in here at this point because this has been live for a couple months. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually turn this in the front end into a Next.js app and port all the back end logic over to Next.js. So anyway, that's that.